Good morning, and welcome to all the things you learned in Exodus Summit 2025. More move abroad money. Hi. I am so happy to be here with you today. It's Rashida coming to you from Greece. I see people are surprised that I'm going live today. I am too, but I slept 10 and a half hours last night and I took an hour and a half nap this afternoon. Still tired. Still tired, but got enough sleep that I can be here talking to you guys. Hey to everybody in my membership. Um, Members that I see here right now: Junket, Goshen, Ra'ah, Sarah. I hope you guys can hear me. Let me know. You know, I change mics and I need to know I can be heard. Um, very happy to be in Greece. It's been very relaxing. The other day, Stephanie had to come knock on my door to make sure I was still alive because I slept that long. I slept not the first night we landed in Greece, but the night after. I slept more than 13 hours in a row, consecutive. When I say tired, child, I literally am here. I was right there where you see that wall right there. And my Wi-Fi was like, "You're too far." You're too far. So the Wi-Fi went out. From here to right, literally fingers length away. I'm going to try it again, but I'm going to try it again with the door open because the light's better out there, and see if that works. With the door open, if the Wi-Fi will come. Maybe it couldn't make it through the glass door. If I freeze again, I'll go inside and stay inside. But how rude. Literally, that's the 3 steps I took is as far away as I was. Need more foil on the antenna. Yes, absolutely. But here with you guys. Glad to be here. We're just telling you that we're going to talk about the things we learned in Exodus Summit 2025. Now, to be clear, I learned a lot in Exodus Summit 2025, but I also worked a lot. I worked a lot. So there are things that have happened that I'm not going to. I'm also, perimenopausal. Things don't really stay in my brain that long. They don't stick. So I'm not going to remember some things. So I need you as a squad to remind me of things that happened and how things happened, and all the great things. So if you're here, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Because we talk about moving abroad, making money, things like that. I'm drinking water today. I have a special Greek drink. Alcohol, I don't know what kind it is. It's not ouzo. I know ouzo. It's not ouzo. That they gave me at the hotel, but I need to try, and I haven't tried it yet. But for now, we drink water. Okay, so we started off. Let's get right to it. We started off with Rachel Rogers on Friday evening, and she brought the heat, y'all. Rachel actually did bring the heat. So, if you were watching this, if you were there, if you were there on Friday, tell me what you learned from Rachel. right? Jamila says Rachel was fabulous. She was. She was. I really like the way she talked about not giving up on your idea, right? Until you had, 1,000 people? Until you'd shown it to 1,000 people? Do it ugly. Carmen J said Rachel talked about doing it ugly and not waiting for things to be perfect. Excellent. Monique says she came out swinging. Absolutely did. Right. Rachel's talk was so grounding. I think it really laid a great base for all the sessions going forward. Let's see what else. What else y'all learned from Rachel? Oh, Michelle said, I learned quite a bit at ExodUS Summit 2025. Mostly, many of the sessions helped me think differently about how I was going about some things. That was one of the things that stood out for me from the summit as a whole, was like all of the speakers were different, but there was something I could take from every one of them. I was like, okay, yeah, that's kind of cool. Like there were so many like gems. Okay, so let's see what else we came out learning. Oh, Jalen says Rachel talked about approaching business as an experiment and not with perfection. This is a really huge one for business owners, right? Doing it ugly, knowing that you can change things along the way as you go. Huge. All right. You see how with the door open, the Wi-Fi is still Wi-Fi, but with the door closed, it said no thing. It's a glass door. Any hoodle. All right. Nisi says, when I tell you the summit was money well spent. Yes. Yes. And make racists uncomfortable again, said Rachel was a reminder to stop selling yourself short. Michelle says, Rachel provided a great reminder to price your services for your freedom, charge based on the value you're providing. G. Russell says, what I learned from Rachel was a shift from employee mindset to business entrepreneur mindset. Work with clients who can pay for the value I provide. That was a huge one. It's a huge one, right? Like you can price yourself for the people who can't pay you or who don't want to pay you. But pricing yourself for people who actually want your services and value your services, that's huge. It's such a that's a huge shift for most business owners. Goshan says that you need to raise your price. Yes. All right. Trusted says I learned that you can do anything you want. There's nothing stopping you but you. Rachel was amazing. Summit was everything and more. Yay. That's what we love to hear. Rachel also said that you want clients to pause and think about your price. That's how you'll know you price things correctly. Yeah. There's like a weird like seesaw between price and value where like Stephanie always says this, if the price is too low, she didn't believe the value's up here. She's like, if the price is too low, I don't think I'm gonna get this value, right? And so having a price where your clients are like, I'm looking at what she offers, and yeah, this looks like it's worth it, versus the price is so low and I'm offering all this value, because a lot of times that value is work. That value is work you have to do, right? The only way for the client to get the value is for you to have already done some work or to keep doing some work. And the price is down here and the value is up here. That might, especially when you start out, it might feel good to sell some things, but as you keep going, it's not going to feel equitable to you, right? It's not going to feel equitable. Rachel talked about someone who she helped greatly and they paid her just a little bit and she felt a way about that situation because it's not going to feel equitable. Okay. Kicking it. Oh, wait. Deneen. All right now. Listening to Rachel, I got 4 new clients for my side hustle. Deneen. Deneen. Deneen, who I don't know. Deneen, I don't know the name, but hi, Deneen. Deneen is not a personal friend, but I'm asked a question and I think I know the answer. Deneen, did you make back what you paid for your ticket? Did you, Deneen? With those 4 new clients for your side hustle after watching Rachel's talk, did you make back your ticket price? Because that's what we want for all of you, right? Like, this isn't the kind of thing where we're like, you spent the money, but we hope you don't get anything out of it. We want you guys all to make back your ticket price plus get that move abroad money, plus everybody. We want everybody to have made back who attended to make back their ticket price and get that move abroad money. So Deneen, tell me, did you make it back? Yes, pricing is data. If people are getting wins, you got the data now to raise the price because it works. I always say, whenever I raise the price on my things, the first time someone buys it, I know people will buy it at that price. It just takes one person to buy it at the new price to know people will buy it at that price, because that's a person who just bought it at that price. Just data. Deneen said yes. Yes. Deneen, in the week, it has not been a week since the summit. It has not been a week since the summit. And Deneen made back her ticket price. Cheers to ExodUS Summit. Not a week. Of course. Wait. And then some. And then some. Make back the ticket price in under a week. Everything else is gravy. Everything else is gravy. Thank you, Deneen. Thank you. You're the first person I've seen. The rest of y'all, let me know if you're making money already, if you have changed a thing, tweaked a thing that's either gotten you more money for the same thing you were doing before, or you have a new thing to sell. Hit me in the comments. Let me know. I love a win. I love a win. Woo. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. She shocked herself. Yes. Oh, wait, she said it all happened Friday. She didn't even wait. She said she heard Rachel on Friday and did the thing on Friday. One of the things Rachel talked about was telling everybody you're in business. Tell everybody you know you're in business. I'm on here telling you I have a business. It's called ExodUS Summit. You can still get tickets to the replay of the event we're talking about today. The event that got Deneen her ticket price back in under a week and then some. Off to the races. Leaving with a bag of money. You are still able to upgrade to watch the tickets to replays until September 30th, 2026. There's an email in your inbox called Upgrade, How to Upgrade. And that's how you find it. The same, I have to say this, the same inbox that you used to buy the ticket. It's in that inbox. I have to say it because some of y'all have no idea what email you used to buy your tickets. I do it all the time. I'm like, why can't I find it in this inbox? Because I use a different email address. So we all have different names. It's hilarious. Customer service in our inbox is kind of funny because y'all will come with a different name and a different email address and be like, why can't I find my ticket? Baby, I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. We'll get there eventually. We will always get there eventually, but you're using 3 different names and 4 different email addresses. I can't find you in the system. Woo. Okay. All right, friends. All right, Lady Sarita says y'all need to give it a thumbs up. I say thumbs up, thumbs down. Give it a thumb. Give it a thumb. Let's not be neutral. I didn't put on eyebrows today for y'all to be neutral about me. Okay, let's move on to, that was Friday night. Let's move on to Saturday. What did we talk about on Saturday? Let me refresh my memory about what happened on Saturday, because it was so long ago. It was so many countries ago. I don't know. All right, Saturday, we started with the kickoff over on the YouTubes. And then Dr. Sonia Murray came in and talked about creating premium online courses. Your knowledge is currency. The way she flipped it and turned it upside down. I want to hear from those of y'all that are planning on creating a premium online course. I want to hear. I want to hear what y'all doing. Next up, Shakira Exford, our good friend Kira, talked about full-time pay for part-time work. Y'all was in your note-taking bag. I can always feel the energy when y'all are taking notes. The chat slows down a bit. I can always tell. The chat slows down a bit, and y'all are like, yes, 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 pen to paper. Note app, you're doing it. I know it. After Kira was the LinkedIn Glow Up, leveling up your LinkedIn for a job search with Portia Obeng. The call and response in the chat, y'all were in it. Y'all were deep in it with Portia. Next up was the queen. I'm gonna call her right now the queen of ExodUS Summit. Stephanie Perry came in with YouTube, your 24/7 sales team. Some of y'all go make a ton of money on YouTube. Not from YouTube, but you're going to use YouTube to bring business to you. Remember, Rachel talked about the different levels of the funnel, right? And that nurture level, and going all in on one. Was that Rachel or Arlen? Going all in on one type of content. I'm gonna give it to Rachel. If it's Arlen, y'all can correct me. Oh, and then we had our happy hour, our soft self-care practice with Faith Hunter. I heard some of y'all went to sleep after that. And don't know what happened the rest of the day. We love it. We love it. We love it. That's why we really think about the women we bring in for that session, just to make sure that we have people who are really going to help you kind of get right. You learned a lot earlier in the day, and that's a time to get it all into your body. And then we had the Teacher Broad panel, which, if you were at that Teacher Broad panel and you're a teacher in America, I know you already making plans. You already making plans. I know. That Teacher Broad, like I have never been so sure that a session is going to be impactful on a number of women as I was when I watched that Teacher Broad panel. With some sessions, I'm like, this is cool, right? Like we don't get to ExodUS After Dark. And I'm like, this is cool, but I don't know how many women are actually going to implement. That Teacher Broad panel, I was like, they're going to do it. I know they're going to be in it. All right, let me go see what y'all talking about in the comments. Let's see. Y'all out here with all the wins. Oh, Julie Wilson, I'm a retiree, and the win for me is to look at money differently. This was my first summit. I learned so much. Thank you for coming, Julie. Thank you. Awesome. All right. Oh, and Ange Reese says she's about to watch another summit session and saw you were live. Come on through and then go watch a summit session, because if you have the weekend pass, you have replays. If you bought the weekend pass before the summit ended, you have replays until October 31st. If you bought the replay pass after the summit ended, you got an email with how long you have replays for. It depends on when you buy it. I can't call it. All right. Let's see. I forgot, y'all. It's morning for y'all. It is late in the day for me. Yes, Kemi. We tell y'all the all access pass is worth it because you're gonna watch these sessions over and over again. Oh, oh, oh! I created my $1 million offer and whole business plan after Kira's session. It was a perfect compliment to Rachel's talk for me. Okay, Danielle Brooks. Okay, so I'm always call her out. Danielle Brooks is the one who came to ExodUS Summit 2022, the original Move Abroad Money, and doubled her salary within, I want to say 3 months. Doubled. Right? That negotiation talk on Sunday, that's what we expect from a lot of you. That's our expectation. Go out there, get the money, negotiate, get the money, get a new job, negotiate when getting the new job, get to the money. That's our expectation. Hi, Faith. Everyone loved your session so much. I hope you're having a great time in your new life abroad. Hi. All right. Oh. Oh. I launched a beta test for a digital product during Dr. Sonia's session. When I say take action, this is what I mean. Okay, Kim, I had the confidence to attend LA Tech Week last week. I have a business consulting practice. I booked 2 meetings with VC firms. I'm going to tell y'all, like, venture capitalism is something I understand theoretically, but I don't really know the work that goes into it. But I felt like I understood a lot more of it after Arlen's talk. So yes, with these meetings with VC firms, yay. All right. Nuggets from Kira. Build 2 to 4 complementary skills into one offer. And price accordingly. Don't forget that part. Price accordingly. The way Kira showed you how she laddered up, right? In her talk, in Kira's talk, she talked about how she started at like 1 level and then what she added along the way to make her salary go swoosh, rocket ship out of here. Rocket ship her salary by adding things. There's money. There's money there for y'all. There's money. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me see what you're doing. Oh, classy actresses will take her TEFL to Thailand. We're going to talk about that in a minute. All right. Yolanda having FOMO. Meanwhile, Yolanda knows she can watch the replays. Your you were too busy to be at the summit, but your daughter was there. I saw her. I saw your daughter in the comments being cheery and helpful like you, but you were too busy to be there. Oh, wait. I did not know this. Danielle has never told me this before. She has tripled her income since 2022. A baddie. A financial baddie. It's been an acceleration to get me to my sabbatical in 2026. I had crippling debt post-divorce in 2020. ExodUS Summit has leveled up my life. Thank you, Danielle. Thank you so much. Like, we love when you guys tell us the stuff that actually works. Tripled her income since 2022. I'm feeling things, but I don't cry in public, so I won't be crying. I'm very ugly. I'm so ugly when I cry. It's amazing. So we're gonna move past these feelings. But yes, Danielle. Okay. All right. All right. What else did we learn from our Saturday speakers? Mm, 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 mm. I saw a lot of comments about the Teach Abroad panel. The Teach Abroad panel was awesome. I've completed 4 modules and the first writing assignment for TEFL Cert so far. I'm also developing a product for my photography work. Awesome. Look at you, 2 avenues at once. The TEFL and CELTA or CESTA? I think CELTA talks were avenues to make money were really, really helpful, I thought. So I'm amazed. Okay. Who has tweaked their LinkedIn since Portia's talk? Let me know. Come on. Who has tweaked their or rethought about what they're doing, how they're handling LinkedIn? Okay. And as we talk about this, I want to remind you guys that LinkedIn isn't just for job searchers. LinkedIn is a great place to get clients for your business, especially if you're doing business to business work, because those business owners are on LinkedIn, right? They are on LinkedIn, also trying to get business for their business. Which reminds me that in a week or 2 or 3, I don't know, on October 30th, LaTrenta Smith is going to be in Exodus ASAP, and she's going to be sharing how she uses LinkedIn, not to get jobs, but to get clients for her business. She has a method that she's going to teach in Exodus ASAP about how to use LinkedIn as a way to get people familiar with your business and to get clients for your business. So if you are a person who wants more clients for your business, and I would probably say if getting clients, if you can see a way, if your client is on LinkedIn, I think this is a good way to get clients. Right. So yes, Portia's session was really, really good. And I think it's going to be amazing for job seekers. If you're not a job seeker, that session in Exodus ASAP coming up on October 30th, that is the monthly membership. Exodus ASAP is a monthly membership that Stephanie and I run. If you are going to be around, if you want to get clients for your business and those clients are LinkedIn, LaTrenta is going to show you how to do that. And the link to Exodus ASAP is in the description below. All right, let's see what y'all talking about on LinkedIn. New Life Curator says, I've had recruiters reach out to me. Okay, so backing up a second, when I thought about doing what I was going to talk about today, I thought about talking about the behind the scenes of Exodus Summit. But I love a win. So I was like, let's just do the wins. But part of the behind the scenes was telling you guys how challenging this is. You hear us say it all the time, but I think Stephanie and I make it look easier than it is. And that's not me bragging. This is me saying we banged our heads against the wall about which sessions to choose and who to speak for which sessions and what's the best mix of things for at least a month. At least a month back and forth. We're talking every day about what the right sessions are. So when I see these wins, I'm like, okay, it was worth it. All the time we spent trying to figure out who we could bring that would add value to a large number, add a good amount of value to a large number of people. I don't sleep well in summit season because I wake up in the middle of the night thinking about either something I need to do, I forgot to do, or an idea that I hadn't had yet, but now I need to write it down, which is why I'm sleeping 13 hours now. All summit season, I'm like, my brain is just on this. And that's not to say that like it's not worth it, because it is worth it, but it's really hard work in the sense of like, we're always worried we're going to get it wrong. We know we're going to get it right, right? Like we're going to get it right. But like we want to know that there's value there for you and that the sessions make a difference. And so if it's been a week and recruiters are reaching out to you, we're like, yes. Portia session, check, right? Like check on that. Yes, done. That made a difference. Yes. My about and headline session now. This is why we do it, right? Oh. Oh, I'm late in these comments. I tweeted during a talk, just got an email that I reached 1,700 new members to my profile and website. Watch Portia's session. If you're a job seeker and you haven't been handling LinkedIn well, right now the replay ticket is $129. If you're a job seeker and you can get a new job from the stuff you learn, or even like 3 new recruiters reaching out to you, is that worth $129 for the weekend pass? It would have been for me when I needed a job. Because once a recruiter reaches out to me, I got you, baby. You're in my web. I got you. I have you. If you reach out to me, I got to decide whether I got you and I want you or I'm about to throw you away. The game is the game. Listen. Esther J says, the LinkedIn search made me realize I was going about it all wrong. An incredibly helpful session. Okay. The LinkedIn session gave me confidence. I'm going to add my consulting business to my LinkedIn profile. My plan is to bring in more clients that way. Yes, I know a lot of people are hesitant to have their job and their business, but if there's no conflict, if your job doesn't say you can't have a business, if you didn't agree with your job when you started legally, there's no legal commitment that you won't have a job and a business, don't leave money on the table because they're going to be weird about it. They're going to be weird about anything you do. You come in with a new hairstyle tomorrow, they're going to be weird about it. Right? They're going to be weird when you get braids. They're going to be weird when you go on vacation. They're going to be weird about everything you do. Don't let them being weird stop you from making money. Oh, Celeste, who has been freelancing for a while, thanks to Kira's session, I ask every recruiter who contacts me about remote roles now if I can work from outside the US. Yes. Okay. Okay. Let's see what else y'all got going on. Y'all skipping ahead to Mo. We still on Saturday. Let's run through Saturday again real quick. Tell me what y'all learned on Saturday. Creating premium online courses. I haven't seen any comments. Are any of you thinking about creating a premium online course? Back up a second. Are you thinking about creating a premium online course? If you're not, but you are thinking about creating a online course. So if you have a course idea, but you're not going to make it premium. I need you to tell me in the comments why not. Is it because you don't like money? Is that it? Tell me why. I want to hear. No judgment. I suspect it's because you don't like money. But just in case it's not, just tell me in the comments. Let's go. All right. Full-time pay for part-time work with Kira. I've already seen this one it gotcha. Portia's LinkedIn job search. Yes. Jacqueline Twilly. Do y'all get her book? I know y'all got her book. Do y'all read the book? If negotiating for a new job, right? This pairs well with Portia's, with a LinkedIn one. If negotiating for a new job or with a new client is on the horizon, I hope you got her book on the one day it was available for free, the one day of the summit. And I hope you got it. She did that for us as a gift that we were not expecting. I hope you got the book and you're actually reading it. Next up, YouTube. I know Stephanie's been banging the YouTube drum for a while, but who watched her video, her talk, and recommitted to YouTube? Who did it? Was that you? Let me know. And then that teacher broad panel. I've already seen y'all dropping some comments about that. What y'all doing? Who's planning their exit to teach abroad? Let me know. Oh, okay. Let's see. I'm having a chat with my employer in the morning about a bump in my salary. AI, you're a winner, baby. You're going to get this. Rewatch Kira's session. Nope. Rewatch Jacqueline's session tonight. You know, she had those prompts and the specific power phrases, I believe, that you could use. Hold on a second. Come in. Housekeeping's at my door. Come in. Okay. The prompts you could use. Hi.
Do you need turn-down service?
Yes, please. Thank you. Sorry. Turn down service from a man. I've never had a man do turn down service before, but I remember. But yes, watch Jacqueline's session, get those power phrases, and make it happen. Make it happen. Yes. All right. Y'all are all ahead of me. All ahead. Ooh. Shy got offers from Recruiter too for a travel assignment already. Yeah, I don't remember what day things were. I literally was like, let me pull up a schedule so I can see it in advance because I don't know. Thank you. Oh, Dream Merchant says I already have an unfinished course which I'm now looking to put online. Do that. Thank you so much. Okay, Kim is relaunching a course as a premium offer. Thank you. Classy Yacker has an idea for a course. Thank you.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Do you make your bed
The bed?
tomorrow
No.
after?
No.
Is it okay?
That's right. No. Do you have chocolates?
Sorry?
Chocolate?
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Stephanie yesterday was like, the turn down service people have chocolate, and it's like a premium kind of chocolate experience. Yes, please. Okay. Oh, C Snow had to jump off due to a quick meeting with Dr. Sonia. I smell money. I smell money in the making. Do y'all smell what C Snow is cooking? I do. I smell money. Ooh. Coach Donna Marie is yes, your premium online course working with Arlen's school, the programs Arlen mentioned to get it started. Yes. Ooh. Premium course for parents with piano practice. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. All right. I see y'all committed to YouTube. Oh, look at this. I have an interview on the 22nd for a teacher broad position in Querétaro. Yes, thank you. All right. I'm trying to move, but I do plan to finish a premium course. I started long ago. Nope, no worries. Thank you. Look at y'all. Look at y'all doing all this stuff. Okay. All right. I'm going through. All right, y'all are. Money smells like premium chocolate. Yes, it does. I didn't see him come give me my chocolate, though. I didn't see it. And I asked about the chocolate. I don't want to have to hunt him down when this is over. I need my chocolate. All right. Back to the comments. Let's see. Oh, we're still gonna get there in a minute. Fleur de Lis Living says she recommitted to YouTube by creating a new YouTube channel. I already have a gardening channel. What's your new channel, Fleur de Lis Living? Let us know. If you don't want to tell us the name of the channel, you can't tell us the name of the channel. If you don't want to tell us the name of the channel, just tell us what you do. Kay said Stephanie's YouTube session made me realize I'm doing my YouTube channel all wrong. If you're going to have a premium course, Kay, YouTube's a great way to sell it. It's time for me to go public on YouTube. Time's a waste of your money is too. Thanks, Stephanie. I want to remind y'all that Rachel was like, y'all can do it, but you need to be public and be seen. If you're afraid of being seen, you're not going to be making money. Rachel said something like that, right? I didn't just make that up. Sometimes I make stuff up, but I don't think I made that up. I think Rachel said something like that. You want to make money, you got to be willing to be seen. You got to be willing to make mistakes. You're not going to get it right every time, right? Summer Goddess posted 4 new shorts on YouTube. Y'all got this. Hey, Savory Exposure. Yeah, Stephanie says she did. Stephanie confirmed. She did. Scared? Ain't no money. Ain't no money in being scared. There's no money in being scared. So whatever it was that you saw at the summit that you were like, I really want to do that, but I'm shy, or I'm scared, or I don't want people to judge me, or I don't want people to think I have another business. You leaving money on the table because people are going to be weird. Your coworkers are going to be weird. They're always going to be weird. They're weird people. Oh, we getting to Mo because she dropped some gems. We're going to get to her. I was really trying to not say scared money don't make no money. It was there, and I was trying not to say it because I've been quoting rap songs a little too. I've been quoting a little too much, so I wasn't gonna say it. But then you did, so it's okay. All right. Okay, Kira session. We talked about the ladder. Portia session. What did y'all learn in Jacqueline's session? I see that some of y'all already talked about how you're going into negotiations, but tell some people what you learned. What was like a gem that she dropped? You were like, yes. Those, when she was like, these are the written down things you can say, I was like, you came with sheets and stuff for us? Yes, because was it Jacqueline that had that sheet that y'all were in there making edits to immediately? Was that her? I can't remember. She gave y'all a Google Doc with what to say if someone pushes back. Junket said, yes, that was her. Jacqueline gave you a Google Doc of what to say when negotiating, what to say when it starts, what to say if someone pushes back, what to do if they say not now, all the things. There's money in that. There's because we're always negotiating for at this job, at the next job, with the client. In order for money to get into your pocket, there's probably some version of a negotiation happening. Get them power phrases. That one. When they say it's against policy, ask, have there been exceptions? When she said that, I was like, trip them up, because you know they're making exceptions for some people. Let them make an exception for you. Trip them up right there with that. Oh, a pay from Jacqueline V. Twilly. A pay raise is just on the other side of a conversation. And y'all not willing to have that conversation. Y'all acting scared and not having the conversation. A pay raise is just on the other side of a conversation. Danielle Brooks, her salary has tripled from having these negotiation conversations and going to new jobs and negotiating at the new job. A pay raise is just on the other side of a conversation. You just have to be willing to ask for the conversation, because your boss isn't going to be like, hey, I'd like to raise your pay, unless it's like a cost of living. And if they are, it's not what you deserve. If your boss is ever like, hey, I'd like to give you a raise, they are not giving you what you deserve. You got to come willing to have that conversation. Ask before the budget planning cycle. Know when the budget planning cycle is and ask before the budget planning cycle. Gems. Free game. Right here. All right. Well, let's move on. Oh, teacher broad panel. I almost forgot. The teacher broad panel. Stephanie said the teacher broad panel gave a pathway for people with and without a degree to teach abroad. Super helpful. So that was part of our thought too. What can we do for people who don't have experience teaching, right? How do we make sure that they get what they need as well? Velan Smith said the teacher broad panel was awesome. Okay, we already talked about her. She completed her first writing assignment and 4 modules. Yes. Love it. You guys are doing amazing. You're doing amazing, sweetie. Back to Jacqueline. I like how Jacqueline said a time you negotiate into the fiscal year, not performance review time. Gems. 50 minutes of this. No, an hour of this in ExodUS Summit. That's what you miss by not going. An hour of gems like this about how to negotiate. If you would like a pay raise, and a pay raise is worth a minimum of $129 to you, you should have a ticket to ExodUS Summit. You should have the replay ticket. Danielle attended in 2022, Move Abroad Money, and has tripled her salary since then. Tripling her salary was more than $129. Get your replay ticket at ExodUSSummit.com. We're going to talk about the Scrum Cert in a minute. I see y'all are itching at the bit. Coach Donna Marie is looking into the teacher broad options for teaching adults, the CELTA versus via Cambridge. And she bought Adelia's teaching book, very helpful with more concrete info. Adelia, if you're here, can you drop the link to your teaching book? links are too complicated for me. When Giovanna, who's in Panama now, was talking about Giovanna talked about this, the amount of respect that they get as teachers in other countries versus teachers in the US, from students, from the parents, sounds like from the community as well. And the difference in pay. Giovanna's a principal in Panama. If you weren't at the summit, you missed that she has an apartment paid for, her son's private school education paid for, her car paid for, her salary a smidge lower than it was when she was teaching in Texas. A smidge lower. But on top of that smidge, right? So her salary's here instead of here, but she gets the apartment, she gets the car, she gets her son's private school education. Cash in hand, tiny bit lower, but all those other benefits on top of not having to break up fights or deal with weapons or worry about school shootings. The savings potential, that was the phrase. They kept talking about the savings potential because it's very common for these teachers to get housing paid for, to get their vehicle paid for, to get these things paid for. Dr. Brown Quilty is going to the Falkland Islands to go teach as a sub, a long-term sub abroad. Could you imagine spending 3 months somewhere just because they're like, we need a substitute or ain't nobody else out here to sub? What you doing? Come through. How amazing is that? Oh, Coach John Marie, thank you for knowing things I don't know. Adelia's teaching book is on the Exit Summit page of list of speakers offers. Thank you. If you don't have access to that because you don't have your Exodus Summit book, but you still want Adelia's book about teaching abroad, you can get it at pickygirltravels.com/thinkific.com. All right. Listen, Leland Smith says, I was worried about being too old, but having a certificate will also allow for online tutoring. Yes, it will. And Dr. Brown Quilty I think she said she's 60 adjacent. I don't know which side she's on. And she hasn't seen any limitations in her teaching. Yes. All right. All right, let me see what else. Moving on, we're going to move on. I've spent much more time on Saturday than I thought I was going to, which I think means this whole video. I thought I was going to get in and out of here today in an hour. I just knew it was going to be an hour, and we've talked about a day and one session in an hour. So I lied to me. I lied to you. I didn't tell you that, so it wasn't a lie to you. I just lied to me. Lied to myself. Let's talk about Sunday morning. We kicked it off, and then Regina Dillard talked about becoming a remote virtual assistant, starting your remote virtual assistant business and your remote virtual assistant career. Who heard her session and was like, I think I could be a VA? Any of y'all? Let me know. After that, Makara Santiago came through with that tax talk. I know y'all was taking notes. She talked about how to handle your taxes if you move abroad as someone who has to pay taxes in the US and someone who may have to pay taxes in other places. We talked about things to think about when you're finding an accountant, things you're thinking about when you're filing your US taxes, finding a foreign accountant, US taxes, local accountant, all that stuff. Any gems that are going to stick around? That FFIE. We'll get to that. And then VetJet. Simi, I'll try to skip ahead to her. A whole bunch of comments already about being a Scrum Master. But Coach VetJet talked about simple certifications to get remote work. Who already signed up? I know that before the summit was over, someone already had a new certificate. I remember seeing that one day, maybe on like Monday. Someone was like, well, I got my certificate last night. Yes, put it on your resume, put it on your CV, put it on your LinkedIn. Thank you. Right? When you got to upload your resume and then fill out the form with everything on your resume on those on those apps, put it in there. All right. Next up, Halana Black talked about ink to income, becoming a freelance writer. A great session for anyone who wants any kind of freelance gig, because she did a good job of talking. It was writing specific, but she did a good job of talking about the business of being a freelancer. All right. And then next up, a very special session, relocation math, knowing your move abroad numbers by me. I heard y'all like that one. Y'all like that one? I heard you did. Okay. After me, Octavia Rahim handled our happy hour. Pause and prosper with Octavia Rahim. Octavia is a longtime friend of the summit. We were really, really lucky to get her in for our happy hour this year. Lucky because she's special and, not everyone gets her. And lucky because we know y'all would have ran down on us if we didn't bring her in, because we have never gotten so many requests for one person as we did for Octavia Rahim. So I'm glad we did that. Glad we made that work, because you guys know what you like and you're kind of demanding. After Octavia was our special Exodus After Dark session, Courage and Cash Flow, Bands Beyond Borders with OnlyFans by Mo the Goddess. On our Sunday live stream, when we were talking about what was coming up that day on YouTube, someone who clearly didn't have a ticket to the summit, but was watching us on YouTube, was talking about how like they can't believe we're sending women to go use their bodies to make money. Name a time women weren't using their bodies to make money. And also, name a time where we have lived in a system that was not incredibly unfair to women. Right? If women were in charge of the world, not only would it be a better place, maybe less women would use their body to make money, because they might be getting paid fairly. They may be getting paid equitably. But also, most talk was about a lot more than using your body to make money. Right? It was about a lot more than that. So many of you came away with what she wanted you to come away from, which was courage, right? When we talked to Mo before the session, a lot of it was like, I want these women to feel confident. And a lot of you walked away feeling confident, and that's what it was about. So this talk was really, really special for me. Because yes, we talked about OnlyFans, but we talked about so much more than that. And I think it really impacted a lot of women. So let me see in the comments. What were y'all digging that day? My light is so yuck. Overhead light. Let's make it more from here. See if it helps a bit. Okay. All right. Let me go to the top and see what y'all are talking about. Oh, Shonda says Makara is godsend. She's been doing my taxes for 2 years. Wait, Shonda, did you find Makara on my channel when she first came on, or did you know about her before then? I would like to take credit for this. That's what I'm asking. Can I take credit for this, or does the credit belong somewhere else? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, Miss Bridget said, I'm short a few credit hours for my degree in elementary and special education. And that session on teaching abroad encouraged me to finish so I can teach abroad. And I do like children. Yay. Because Giovanna said, don't be trying to teach these kids if you don't actually like kids. and honestly, a word. That important. If you don't actually like kids, you ain't got to do something else. Don't try to teach kids. Excellent. All right. Hire someone to do your taxes. Yes. Melanie loved the VA session. Melanie, were you thinking about becoming a VA? Oh, New Life Curator says about Makara. She spoke about taxes, but I learned so much about running a business and pricing. Or wait, are you talking about the session on doing taxes? I'm talking about Ms. Makara's session. I don't know which one you're talking about. They're both really good sessions. Okay. Classy Hacker got that 3-letter cert the next day. There's something so special about this community. Y'all are action takers. Every year, for our very first year, we started on Sunday. It was our move abroad and career break session. It was 7 days long. We started on Sunday. On Tuesday, someone quit her job and was like, I'm going to go travel the world. I still remember that because since then, every year we have people who are like, I watched a session at 2:00 and at 4:00, I'm certified in something new. And I'm like, what? You know what? Yes. Thank you. Is why we do it. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. All right. Oh, okay. I love this. One gem in this whole Exodus summit was it helped people to turn attention to their skill sets instead of their jobs titles. Yes. Yes. What that man titled that job has nothing to do with what you're actually doing and what you're capable of doing. Titty Lola says, I look at and think about Scrum every single day, but I haven't pulled the trigger. I'm not going to tell you to pull the trigger because I don't know your life. I am going to ask you if you're bullshitting. Like, you know how I was like, I just lied to myself and I said it was going to be an hour, but y'all know I be talking way too long for anything to be just 1 hour. I lied to myself. Are you bullshitting yourself by not doing it? Are you holding back because you're scared? Or is it not right for you? Only you can answer. This light is really terrible. The shadows. All right. Ooh. Rashida Dow, that's me. Help me make some decisions that I was putting off for perfect circumstances. No more of that. My plans are much more concrete now. Know your numbers. I tell y'all all the time, do the math. I was serious about it. Do the math. I'm going to say it here because nobody can check me about it. I'm going to tell y'all part of my session. If you weren't watching, do the math. Find primary sources, right? Double check the information you get from your primary sources. When you want to move abroad, right? When you want to move abroad, find actual people and the numbers they're talking about. Find current numbers from people who just moved to a place you just want to move to. They're out there. Find them. And then double check them on cost of living sites. Or go to the cost of living site and double check the cost of living site against the actual numbers. This is why I say I want you to do your Googles, not your AIs, because I don't want a conglomeration of numbers. I want you to see Mary Smith's number, right? I want you to look at what Mary Smith says it costs her to live in Panama City. And I also want you to scroll through Mary Smith's social media and say, do I want to live the life Mary Smith is living? Right? Maybe it's way more bougie than I would ever want to be. Or maybe she eats the same can of beans and white rice every day, and that's not your life. You can't do that if OpenAI, if ChatGPT tells you the cost of living in Ecuador is 6.2 colones a month. I know. You don't have to tell me. I know. you can't, there's no primary source there, right? I'm telling you, get a primary source. Look at how the primary source is living. Or ask the primary source questions. Gentle, not very specific questions, but ask some questions, right? Like, how often do you go out to eat? Hey, if it's your cost of living, love that. How new was your build? When was your building built? Or if it was renovated, how recently has it been renovated? Is your apartment furnished or unfurnished? Right? Find primary sources you can, and then check against the cost of living calculators. There's a reason I say do your Googles. There's a reason. I need you to figure out the source of the info and double check the source of the info. Double check that you want to live how this person is living. Right? But I know some of y'all still not going to listen to me, so it's okay. I'm done ranting. That rant is over. Over. All right. Y'all talking about Mo. Okay. The tax session was fire. Great tips on best business editing, getting the FEIE, and reducing or eliminating state income taxes as well. Keep money by saving on taxes. Makara was amazing in that talk. Absolutely. Dr. O, you know I run a tight ship around here. My friend overheard the session and we watched a replay. Did your friend buy a ticket? Huh? Dr. O? It's a tight ship around here. You know that. Don't be out here saying these things. Did your friend buy a ticket? Love you, Dr. O. Yes, we're always using our bodies to make money. All right. Let me keep going. Yeah. Oh, wait. I'm not there yet. I keep wanting to talk. You guys, so many of our comments. I'm going to try to focus up. I'm going to focus up. Oh, yay. I will never get enough of you guys telling me that I'm amazing. Just in case you wondered or you were like, oh, no, she doesn't need to hear that. No, I do. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Danielle. All right, let's see. Okay, so yeah, Shonda heard about Makara on my video. I need to cut. I'm going to hit Makara up and be like, girl, I don't need to cut from ExodUS Summit stuff. But anybody who came to you from YouTube, slide me my profits. I'm kidding. All right. Are we going to talk about this? We going to talk about this? We did a panel of teachers on Saturday night, and the teacher in Panama is a school principal in Panama. The subheading for the whole conference is Be Courageous. Every speaker gave the message in some way, shape, or form. Yes. Yes. Let's make that money. Yes. Ooh, Miss Bridget's been a tax preparer for 8 years. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Okay. Kay says, the VA session proved that my 19-year-old with ADHD could be a VA despite her disability, putting her artistic talents to work for money. Making stuff for other people. That's what Stephanie was doing when she started doing her VA work. Oh. I'm here to keep it real with y'all. If I don't do nothing else, I'm going to tell you the truth. You may not want to hear, but I love it. When I said during my session, that that's saying I have to have a year's worth of money of saving before leaving. I have to have a year's worth of savings before leaving is just an excuse. My whole mind is blown. Yes, y'all be out here lying to yourselves. Do you have a whole year of savings now? Because if you have a whole year of savings now, having a whole year of savings when you move won't be a problem. But you don't have a whole year of savings now, and you're living just fine. If you're going to be making money out there and your life is going to cost you less, what you need a year of savings for? What you need 6 months of savings for? Bad things can happen. But I don't live my life by the bad things are going to happen plan. I live my life and like, life is abundant. Joy is my compass. I'll figure the rest of it out. Life is very generous. I learned I do not need as much money as I thought to live abroad. I can do it now. Thanks, Rashida. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. More of this. I'm taking the MHFA course in 1 hour. I think that's one of vet certificates. And I'm almost finished with QPR 1. I already added both to my resume. Yes! Added in advance. Right? Added in advance. I love it. I love it. Mm. I too have been contacted by recruiters, updating my LinkedIn the very same day as her session. Y'all are on it. On it. Now, I don't think Dr. Catherine Sophia Bell was at the summit this year. I didn't see her in the comments. But she here letting you know. She just gonna slide that in as a little helpful hint. A praise kink can be monetized on OnlyFans. Get paid to get worshipped. You see her there. Just Google Lavelle V Academy and find her and find out more about that. Or for the 80 of you who signed up for Mo's OnlyBands boot camp, talk to Mo about how to monetize a praise kink. Another question. Tell us about the hair. Where do you get the cut and the color? My bathroom, because I did both myself. Now, I have not done my hair since Saturday night of a summit. Friday night, one of them nights. I have not done my hair since then, and it's still surviving. But yes, I did it myself because at least if I mess it up, I don't feel bad. I don't want anybody else messing it up. And I've had some people mess it up in the past. All right. Oh, the Nat Life was creating barriers and excuses for themselves. Then here I come. Ow, 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 ow. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, you were there? I didn't see you in the comment. You know, they were going fast. They were going fast. Mm-hmm. All right. All right, let me come to... Y'all keep talking about Lipsticate, and I had no idea anything was happening. I always wear the same red. It's always the Lip Bar Boss Lady. It's always the same. I am consistent. I don't think you guys want it because I always tell you it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's always, if you see me in a red, it's the Lip Bar's Boss Lady. If I ever do a new red, I'll let y'all know. It's the same thing. All right. It's time to talk about Mo's Talk now because y'all were ready for it. I am so grateful that you all invited Mo the Goddess. She was interesting. Bring her back for sure. No. Go to Mo and get education from Mo if you want Mo. You want Mo, go to Mo. She has a program. I introduced you. Right? Go on the second date. I don't need to bring her back. We introduced you to her. We hooked you up. Go on. This is why when we bring people, we always try to make sure we bring people who have a way for you to work with them. Right? We don't get kickbacks from it. There's no like, our only incentive there is that if you want to follow this path, this person can help you further down the path than they can help you in the hour of the summit. Y'all want more Mo? Go get you some Mo. Y'all got it. Y'all know how to find her. She in Bali right now. Well, no, she will be in Bali soon. Y'all got that. Mo said stop asking permission and serve notice. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mo said courage is your currency. For all of you, the ones who don't want to ask for the raise, right? The ones who are afraid to take the next step in their business. Courage is your currency. Mo the Goddess made me think differently about doing Patreon content. I didn't want to spread myself too thin, but now. And Michelle's not even talking about like OnlyFans work. I think she's probably talking about writing because she writes. 80 women signed up for OnlyFans. Absolutely. Now, who saw my face? I asked Mo, the Goddess, if you were there. I asked Mo, the Goddess, how many hours a week it would take for her to earn $3,000 in a week. I just picked a random number. I picked a random, like, what's 3K? Most of us can live wherever we're going. A lot of us, probably 80% of 90% of us in the places we're thinking of going could live for a month on $3,000. So I said, Mo, how many hours a week would you have to earn $3,000 in 1 week? Baby, when she said 4 hours, the look on my face, it was a mix of confusion and disgust. Like, I'm out here getting up every day, planning a whole damn summit. I haven't slept good in weeks planning this whole damn summit, and you can make $3,000 in 4 hours? I was so perturbed. Did y'all see that? And then I was like, oh, I need to fix my face because Mo can see me. Because the person I'm talking to can see me. So I need to fix my face. But I was like, $3,000? That's crazy. That's crazy. Did y'all see that? Four out. Four hours of work can get her $3,000 in a week. I said, oh, well. During her listen, she's making content of her working out, of her cooking, of her bathing. Then she's going to the coffee shop to chop the content up, do little things with it, set it to upload automatically. And Mo looked rested. Isn't she, though? She looked rested. I said, oh, well. Showing us how to be creative, well-rested, and well-paid. I'm going to change the last one to well-paid. Absolutely. I said, oh, I'm not trying to judge nobody, but I'm judging myself. You know how many hours I have to work for 3,000? Huh. And so the way Mo talked about the way you can be online and not necessarily have your face online, right? There's money in that talk. And there's inspiration. Okay, so Parasani says, Mo's talk was so inspiring. It was about courage, freedom, and being true to yourself. OnlyFans isn't for me, but hearing about Mo's journey inspired me to continue along my path to freedom. Yes. Yes. There's something in every talk, right? Even if OnlyFans wasn't for you. Except for Diane. Was it Diane? One of y'all in the chat. It was one of y'all. Mo's talk was for everybody, unless it wasn't for you, and then you shouldn't watch it. Mo taught us how to sell artistic content. Her lessons apply to painters, crafters, and other types of art. Look past her specific art form to see the process/method. There's a word in that. Speaking of which, in ExodUS ASAP, Courtney Bowden, who's the host of Black Expat Stories, is coming in on the last Monday in November to talk about turning your art into income, right? Just because you're an artist doesn't mean you have to starve while abroad. She's going to help you identify new income streams, protect your creative flow, and find your people. If you want to hear that talk, you can get it at ExodUSASAP.com. You can join us in November for that. Or you can upgrade to the Accelerator bundle, because that gets you 3 months in ExodUS ASAP. Art into income. Learn how to sell your art, whatever it is. Mo's talk was extremely inspirational. I left behind familiar to find the free. Mo's the epitome of what a free Black woman looks like. Like absolutely free Black woman. And I love it. I love it. When talking about something like OnlyFans, it's kind of like you don't want someone who, you want the right person. And Mo was clearly the right person for this talk. As you guys are saying, like, whether you're into OnlyFans or not, or whether you think it's a possibility for you or not, Mo was clearly the right person for that talk. All right, love Coach Mo. I did feel she was talking about harnessing our power, reminding us that we can control our narrative. Yes, it's all about you. I loved it. Ooh. Okay, Kay is coming in November for that talk, and the one on importing products. Let me tell you the date on importing. We have someone who's a wine importer coming November 13th. Come join us in ExodUS ASAP. And yes to free Black women. Yes. Is it really worth it to sell your body and soul, ladies? Yes. For some people, absolutely. Yes. Queen Makita. It absolutely is for some people. Listen. It's such a weird question because it has been worth it for women for centuries. For some, it's a choice women have made for centuries. Can we call it the Moglow? Yes. Yes, we can. That is the go. Yes, we were debating having her on. She's a good ad. Mm-hmm. She was. Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh, I have about 250 pairs of stilettos I need to put to use. I hear the men's loves the feats. Me and my ashy ankles. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yes. So Tubby says there's no debate. We just needed to make sure we had the space. Once Mo introduced herself to us, we were like, mm-hmm. Now where do we put her? Like, yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. And we had You don't need all this detail, but I'll tell you anyway. We had thought about an OnlyFans session again, but we were like, who, what, who? And then Mo showed up and we were like, absolutely. Okay, let me go to Monday. We have a whole other day to talk about. Child. Y'all see how power packed the summit was? Do y'all see how exhausted we are? I'm tired of talking about it. I'm tired from talking about it, not of talking about it. I'll be talking about the summit. I think this was our best one yet. What do y'all think? I think this summit may have been our best one yet. Anyway, Monday we started for kickoff, and then Sharonda Irvin talked about being a global taxpreneur and running a virtual tax preparation business. Maybe she gave y'all the cheat code. She told y'all exactly how to do, what vendors to use, how to start it, how to get paid, how to make sure you get paid. If you've ever thought of doing a tax preparation business, she gave you everything you need right there in that talk in 1 hour. And then Adelia talked about a passive power play, make your money work for you, which was a talk mostly about dividends and using dividends to get money, which somebody already commented that they already got a dividend payout, or their dividends are already making dividends. They must be making dividends, not got a dividend payout. That'd be too soon. And I was like, y'all really move money around in the last week? I love it. Next, Daisha Kennedy gave a beautiful talk on the cost of confidence for building a relationship with money. I know a whole bunch of y'all are following her now or have joined her community in some way, because the way she talked about money and how she handles her money was so beautiful, right? She really did a great job of putting it all on the table in ways that a lot of people don't. Then Arlen Hamilton came next and talked about connections to capital, the business of community building and memberships. Great talk. So we talked about, because she's a venture capitalist, so we talked about venture capitalism and how she got started in that. But also we talked about her memberships and how she uses her memberships in order to be in community with her customers, right? She doesn't really focus on selling the memberships as much as she focuses on like the community building aspect of it, which I think is a really great way to run a membership. And then Terry Ijeoma came. Y'all, Stephanie already said she's throwing all her money at trading. Who else is in with her, right? Gain financial independence through trading and investing with Terry. Terry called it something else about making money. I can't remember though. It was so long ago. It was like 6 days. How could I possibly remember? But I learned a ton of stuff in Terry's talk about like trading and figuring out like value in watching things, because I've had nothing on my watch list in the past. And then we went to Desiree Parkman, who did our Mind Over Money. She did a money meditations for us. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Also, it's listed as happening. If you have the replays, it's listed as happening on Monday, but it didn't actually happen during the summit. But Stephanie gifted us with a house sitting for free accommodations around the world session. So that was a session that will not make you money, but it will save you money the same way the tax session will. The paying taxes session will. So if you haven't seen the house sitting for free accommodation session yet, that's up in ExodUS Summit now. All right. So tell me what you thought about Monday's sessions. What was one that really stood out with you? Okay, so Jalen loved the history breakdown, but Terry gave about the stock market. Okay, you got our class. So Terry gave us a class that's priced at $497 for $47 for anyone who attended the summit. I was like 90% off? Let me go ahead and get this. I bought it. TT Lola's moving her focus to trading. Let me get back up to the top, see what y'all talking about. Ooh, Mash says, thanks to my 2 previous exit summits, I'm working on getting my Panamanian visa. Yay. Oh. I launched a free community for expat mental health the day after Arlen's talk. Y'all were not waiting at all. Daisha was amazing. I've added her to my book list. Absolutely. Okay, let me see. Let's see. In Exodus ASAP, which you can find at exodusasap.com or the link below in the description, we have someone who's a wine importer coming to talk to us about making money through importing in November. I want to say this really as kindly as I have to muster right now. I love Black women who love Black women. I hold it down for Black women who love Black women. I show up every day for Black women who love Black women. If judging Black women for how they live their lives is your version of loving Black people, because that's not specific for Black women. I know you don't love Black women if you're doing that. If your version of being Black excludes Black women who don't meet your moral compass, this is not the channel for you. Okay, thanks. We're moving on now. All right. Ooh, Money Monday is what we're calling it. Monday was my favorite day of the summit. I'm lazy, so I let my money make more money while I rest in softness. Okay, Kemi, between the trading session and Adelia's session, I know you got that covered on Monday. I hadn't thought about it as Money Monday, but okay now. Yes. All right. I signed up for Adelia's course because I needed to make this 401k work for me, and doing nothing but what I want to do for months out of the year is a glow up. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ooh, you're starting a book club for what book? For Daisha's book? I think that's the last book we talk about. I think that's it. What else y'all got going on? Let me see. Terry is the truth. Coach Dawn Marie says, yes, Arlen's all about community. She's a great mentor, so grateful for her. She's doing a 100-day sprint now. She's doing a 100-day sprint right now, and I think they're around day 30. It's not too late to join. Stephanie, can you drop a link to that? And it's all about how to, I want to say, make your next like 100K. I think I have it open here somewhere. 100 Days of Arlen. What is the 100-day sprint to turn your skills into income by building one simple offer if it actually sells? And she is in there every day in the sprint. So if you want more Arlen and you want Arlen's eyes on your offer and you want to be in community with people who are moving the way she moves, that could be a really great thing for you to join. I don't have the link to join, but I think if Stephanie's still here, she can drop it in the comments. Something to think about. I know a lot of you guys really, really loved her, and you might want to work. You might want to work with her more, and that's an option. So let's see. are smart. Handled my money and my investments, brought me $1,000 extra outside of my job this week. I don't know what magic you are cooking with, but I like it. I like it. Classy Hacker says Terry was excellent. I was a light trader. So even as someone who was already trading, I thought Terry's talk was excellent. I like hearing that. Ty says definitely sign up with Terry. The way she broke down the history of the stock market was fire. Okay. All right. Oh, Dacia and Arlen. I just finished her millionaire book. Is that about the book club? What? In a few more words, tell me what this book club is about. And then somebody, maybe in Heartbeat, tell me how I can join. Because y'all be doing book clubs and not telling nobody. And by nobody, I mean me. I do mean me. You're not telling me. You bought Terry's course. You bought Terry's course. Bought Terry's class. Oh, wait, look at this. Look at this cosign right here. As a tax accountant, CPA, I was impressed with the level of accuracy and great information shared in the tax saving session. That's Makara's session. A tax accountant was impressed with the session. Yes. Yes. We love it. One of the breakout groups, I don't know from which days, already started a group chat in WhatsApp, and they have their first Zoom session for accountability. Y'all be on it. On it. I love it. All right, give us a thumbs up. Or if you're a hater, give it a thumbs down, please, so you don't see my content ever again. Appreciate that. All right. Okay, this is Arlen. Stephanie dropped the link to Arlen's session in the comments if you want to sign up for a 100-day sprint. When Mo was talking about that man who wanted to be a crumb, I swear for God, I was there like, I am not ready for this vet life. I'm not. Because I feel like I would be like, sir, can we get your therapist on the line? And that's not the weight of $1. So it's judgy. I get it. But I allow myself to judge men. Y'all started too far ahead to be out here doing dumb stuff. Wine importing is an Exodus ASAP, which you can find at exodusasap.com. Link is in the description on November 13th. Starting to import and export business. She runs a wine business, but we're going to talk about importing and exporting kind of generally. All right, and here's the link to Arlen's 100-day sprint. It's not too late to join. All right. Men are weird, but I'll take their money. Because there's no reason y'all should be getting paid more. I'm getting paid like 60 or 70% of what a white man is getting paid to do the same job. Yes, he can pay for photos of my feet. Yes. Arlen sharing the work she did to get in the conversations that got her the money she needed to start her VC business was top tier sharing. Top tier. Okay. So the book club is called Get Your Money Right, and they're reviewing Dacia's book. Okay. I love it. You don't have to tell me now. In fact, don't tell me now if you don't want everyone in the internet to know. But I want to know how to join the group. Once again, it's never too late to tell me that I'm amazing and smart and beautiful. Thank you. I loved your session on the numbers and cost of living comparisons. It inspired me to go back to some places I've lived to compare and reimagine possibilities. Yes. Y'all all got this extra money. You got the extra. Y'all got the extra money. Join ExodUS ASAP because we're okay. So I've been talking about the speakers who are coming in once a week, but we also if you want to move abroad, the plan, your peace out protocol for how you can move abroad is in ExodUS ASAP. It's what we do there every week. So if the money is one, we have 8 different categories, and money is one of them. Getting the money is one of them. If you've got getting the money handled, do you have the other 7 categories handled? If not, join us in ExodUS ASAP. If you're like, I don't know what to do about all this stuff, I don't know where to go. Speaking of I don't know where to go, Stephanie and I are hosting a workshop on November 2nd. It is the bonus workshop for ExodUS Summit, one of the 2 bonus workshops for ExodUS Summit. We are doing a session on country matching, so helping you figure out what country you should go to. If you're not sure, come and we're going to help you figure out. We're going to make if your list is really long, we're going to make it shorter. If there's nothing on your list, we're going to add some things to your list, some places for you to consider. Also, a bonus workshop of ExodUS Summit is Helana Black, who spoke on Monday about freelance writing. I think that was Monday. She's going to come in and do a pitch clinic to help you tighten up your pitches. For those of you that are pitching and not getting responses, she's doing a pitch clinic on, I think, November 16th, but don't quote me as to that date, for people who could use some help on their pitching. Oh, gold and silver mining stocks bought in $1,000 this week, and P.S. they pay me dividends. Black women with money. No, incorrect. Black women who are about their money, regardless of how much it is. Regardless of how much it is, Black women who are about their money, my favorite species. Let that money multiply. Let that money multiply. The entire summit was eye-opening and allowed me to pick 2 to 3 things that really interest me and go from there. I truly understand the concept of being in a community of Black women, top tier. I also truly understand the concept of being in a community of Black women, top tier. Top tier. So I don't understand why people will be around here talking about why would you. This is some top tier shit, and if you can't see it, that's a you thing. This is some top tier, high quality. My God, this is heavenly shit. Some of y'all still complain or scared to join. Scared to join, right? Scared, and the economy is tough. Hard times. I get it, right? But if this replay ticket, the weekend pass at $129, can get you that $129 back and everything else is a bonus, 20 plus sessions, you've heard about them. The ticket's going to be available for a while. Add this to your to-do list. If you're interested in getting your money up, right? Because you're a Black woman about your money. My favorite. Go ahead and get that replay ticket. Pitch clinic is November 16th. I just be saying stuff sometimes. I think this is true. But I have a business partner who does that and announces things she shouldn't announce. She doesn't do that anymore. She used to announce things she wasn't allowed to announce, but she's changed her ways. So she doesn't do that anymore. Top tier. Hello. It like being in community with Black women. Okay, you say that link is cut short, child. Lady Sarita says the economy is going to get tougher. Get your information and choices up. Okay. Oh, wait. And if you're not in the community, please join. The responses and support from Black women is everything. We have, aside from the summit, we have an Exodus Summit community, which you can find at exodussummit.com/community. Join us in there. If you want to move, join us. There are 3 ways you can continue the Exodus Summit vibes. 1, watch your replays from Exodus Summit. If you don't have the replays yet, get yourself a replay ticket. See what these women are talking about. It's special. It's magical. You want it. 2, join us in Exodus ASAP. It's our live, active monthly membership. Stephanie and I are in there. We are actively coaching there for the next few weeks. We're going to have guest coaches because we're traveling, but we'll be in there before November is over. Love it. We already coached in October. And Exodus, our private, free-ish, low-cost, free-ish community. There's a fee to join. It's to keep the trolls out. It's a minimum of $1 one time. It's not a recurring fee. The Exodus Summit is a one-time purchase. The membership is a monthly membership that renews. Y'all know how memberships work when they renew. Y'all understand memberships. And then the Exodus Summit community is not renewing, minimum of $1 membership, which you can find at exodussummit.com/community. So Exodus Summit, the replays, exodusasap.com to be in our monthly membership and get coaching. And then in the exodussummit.com/community is where you find the community of Black women. So Patty, I just said to Stephanie yesterday that this is it's my new year. It's like when my year starts over, it's right after Exodus Summit. This is it. So yours might start when the summit starts. Mine starts when the summit ends. The summit is like my Christmas and my Super Bowl in one. It ain't. I get all the gifts, but I also got to get through the game, right? But when it ends, it's like I feel so invigorated and renewed, and I have so many business ideas that I want to implement, and I have all these things I want to learn, and I have these things I want to do. And so that's what feels like a new year for me. It's like right when the summit ends. Okay, look at this. Oh, wait, Marley. The summit breakdown and summary of talks is so clutch. I attended, but I'm now getting some of the freebies and discounts for talks that I missed. Yes, go get it. Go get it. I love it. All right. Okay, so on that last day, we talked about, so who is moving their money if they already have money invested? Who wants to get some dividends? I'm completely in growth. I don't have some version of growth. I don't have anything that pays me. I get paid like very little dividends every year, very tiny. And I always reinvest them automatically. But I'm thinking maybe I want to get some dividend money. Maybe. I don't know. Ooh, Classy Hacker bought a few new stocks. Okay. LaShonda says, the whole summit is absolute fire. Variety of viable leads to get you to a better place and hit your goals. Just can't be beat value-wise. Arlen Hamilton, Deja Kennedy, and the tax info just alone, just 100. I can say that till I'm blue in the face, but LaShonda, thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that, LaShonda. Because someone's not going to believe me, but they'll believe. Let me do my little. I'm going to screenshot this. Let me do my screenshot face. Boom. Yes. Okay. Ooh, Flutter by PNW. Exodus ASAP is the way to get focused information for your needs. I joined to make my healthcare plan and now looking at a second residency option. Yes. Diva Miami. I keep going back and forth between multiple different topics. Y'all see how I'm doing. I'm growing my dividend portfolio, ETFs that pay monthly, quarterly, and weekly. There are ETFs that pay weekly? Am I leaving money on the table? Am I leaving money on the table? Okay. Okay. Oh, this is what I wanted to adjust. Making races uncomfortable again. Said, I adjusted my IRA investments and already got a small dividend payout, making money already. It's been a week. Cooking with grease? Is that it? Is that what y'all are doing? A watch list of ETFs, index, and mutual funds is helpful as one anticipates investing. I never knew why that stupid stock app was on my iPhone every time and it kept showing up. But I can just be watching this stuff and figure it. I was like, oh, let me learn some things. The way I think that if you pair Adelia's talk and Terry's talk, even if you don't have money to invest today, when you have money to invest in the future, because you will, because you're gonna pick a subject and you're gonna make some money from it. When you have some money to invest, you're going to be in a really good position after re-listen to those talks. Take some action today. Do something today that's going to make you money in the next 20 days. Patty says Exodus Summit was so worth it. I learned about things I never even knew existed. My new ES community. Absolutely. Child, we have things to learn. One thing I love about Rashida and Stephanie is they're actively being about your money too, not just setting us all up for it. That's real mentorship. I am trying to. I like money. I like spending money. And in order to spend the money, I need to have money. I don't like that. I wish I didn't have to have money in order to spend money, but that's not the way the world works. So I need money. So when I see something and I'm like, oh, am I leaving money on the table? I want to put that money in my. What am I not doing with dividends? If I was watching stocks, I'd be a better investor instead of just putting money in whenever. Whenever I have money to invest, I'm just like, what vibe? Let me look at these different stock symbols. What's the vibe I'm feeling? I could have actually been looking at a chart and seeing. I'm a very vibey person. A lot of things I do are just based on vibes. I've gotten pretty far. I have good intuition and good discernment. So my vibes, my vibe check really crosses out some bad stuff. I'm good with it. But I could have been more serious. Okay. All right. Oh, wait. Another screenshot I need. another screenshot. Excuse me. I joined Exodus ASAP because I knew zero about moving abroad earlier than retirement age or without getting a windfall. Now I have residency and plans. Exit coming soon. ExodusASAP.com. Oh, wait. Y'all saved me 1,800 American Earth dollars because that was what the other TOEFL was going to cost me. Bought one recommended by a member on a teaching panel for $18. That Nat Life, if you'd like to send me some of that money, that 1,800, no, I'm kidding. 1,800 US dollars saved by buying something online. I think you made your ticket price back. I think you did. I think you did. All right. Y'all are deep in the dividend talk. Let me see what I'm missing out on. Okay, y'all talking about how you're moving your money between dividends and growth, and I like this. I like this. Okay, friends, I've been drinking water, and now my bladder is telling me that our session is over. This was beautiful. Thank you for being here. Ooh, looks like Nikki bought Terry's course and it's already bought my first stock based on her tips. Congratulations. All right, friends. Thank you for being here. Like I said, those replays, if you don't have them yet, get the replays. Just go get the replays. All these ladies aren't lying. A lot of times, okay, so backing up a second. A lot of times, what a pushback that we get online is that people think they're different and special, but in a bad way. Like, oh, that worked for her, but it'll never work for me because X. I see this in the making money space. I see this in the move abroad space. Oh, great that she did that, but I can't because I have 11 toes. Oh, they'll pay for 11 toes now. It's cool that you were able to do Y, but I can't because I have children. All of these women in the comments have a thing. One of them has 11 toes. They're still making progress. They're still seeing the results. And it's only a week later. It's only a week later, and they're telling you they already have positive results. Right? So you can sit in the I'm different and special in a negative way. It's never going to work for me because X. It's never going to work for me because Y. It's never going to work for me because of that extra damn toe. But I'm telling you, that extra toe is your sauce. It is. There's another woman here with an extra toe, and she's getting paid. She's getting paid. All of these women, there are almost 300 people watching right now. They're not all lying to you. I have not paid any of them. Right? Melanie says the TEFL class info was worth the ticket alone. If you have no idea where to start, if you feel like you have no skills, we had someone who wasn't a teacher a year ago who's now been teaching abroad for a year in Thailand and loving her life. She was not a teacher before, and she's a teacher abroad now. Follow her advice. If you want to move abroad, right? If you want to move abroad, if you don't know any skills you have that could do it for you, watch a teacher's panel. Just start there. And if you're like, nah, that's not it for me, the ticket, the information. So you buy your ticket, you get the information. The course she used to get her job cost $18. Now, the session covered a lot more, like what agencies to use, what are good ones, which ones will get you into Asia, the experience of teaching right when you get there, public schools versus private school. So there's a lot of information that is more than just go buy this TEFL, right? Just go buy this TEFL isn't going to get you there. The information is in the session, and which is why I say get the ticket and watch the session. But if you don't know where to start, but you want to move abroad, I think the Teach Abroad session is a really, really good place to start. And then if you're like, no, that's not it, look at the other ones. Look at the other ones. All right. One of the panelists said this: I didn't know how it would happen, but I refused to believe I couldn't do it. I felt seen. Let's do it afraid, y'all. Talking to myself too. Love y'all. Mean it. Thank you for being here. I don't know whether I'll be here next Sunday. We'll see. But I'm here now. I'm so glad you guys are here with me. Go ahead, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to this channel. And I'll see you soon. Thanks, friends. Until next time.